Welcome to back to Hunt Recovery. We just don't look for recovery, we hunt for it. No matter how far, no matter how close, no matter nothing, we gonna go find that joint. Now today, I want to talk about a slip, or is it attentional? Is it attentional? You know what I'm trying to say. Did you do it on purpose? Because I'm gonna tell you why I want to talk about this whole scenario. Somebody comment on my what? For what? Sorry, like I was saying, somebody commented on my video on Facebook saying that they don't believe in a slip up, and you know what? I was cool about it, but I'm like, it kind of made me. It really grind my gears. You know what I'm saying? It really grind my gears because the fact of the matter is there is a such thing of a slip up. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you how. Let's just say you went over your friend's house or whatever and they was drinking. You know what I'm saying? And you're not strong enough to be around alcohol. They was using and you're not strong enough to be around using. Guess what? And you just like, okay, let me hit that. Let me get the drink of that drink. Let me get, you know what I'm saying? And it happens, y'all. And you... It's not like you attended. To me, a slip up is something that you do when you didn't intend to do it. Yeah, it wasn't in your mind. Like, okay, it's just sometimes you ain't strong enough to do it. You know what I'm saying? And intentional means that you've been thinking about that stuff for months. You've been thinking about like, oh man, as soon as I get this money, this check on Friday, I'm about to go get a bag. I'm about to go, get a bottle. I'm about to go do this. I'm about to go that. You know what I'm saying? So. And it's crazy because of the fact of the matter is they commented on my friend Haley's video that I did. Then Haley had to reply to the comment to try to defend herself, saying that she didn't really mean to say that because she was it was in her earlier stage of recovery and But you know what? I don't feel like she should have had to defend herself because of the statement that she made. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, guys, let me tell you one thing, and this is 100% serious, guys. Everybody recovery is different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different things they do. Everybody has different ways they go around it. Everybody has this and that and this and that. So, you know what I'm saying? Saying that because the lady that I'm talking about, said that she's been sober for 5 years and she never had no slip up, and every time she did relapse, it was intentional. And that's great. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I'm not knocking her thing or whatever at all. It is what it is. But at the same time, like, guys, do not talk about nobody else's recovery. Please, please, please. We need to have each other's backs. We need to lift each other up. We need to be there to talk to each other because recovery is hard enough. And it's hard enough without having somebody putting your ways down or talking about this or talking about you're wrong or this or that. You know what I'm saying? It really is. That is not the way that we need to conduct ourselves in this whole scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, recovery is hard enough without all that. You know what I'm saying? So please don't talk about nobody else's recovery. Please don't talk about what you did and you don't believe in this and you don't believe in that and all this other stuff, because like I said, guys, everything's different. Everybody's stuff is different. And I'm going to tell you the reason why, her whole point of saying that she don't believe in a slip up, which, like I said before, I understand why she's saying that, but it's not right, guys. It's not right to say that you don't believe in this. But like I said, let me tell you why she said that. She said that because if you say you have a slip up, you're not taking accountability for your actions, which not true. Not true, guys. That is not true at all. Like I didn't have slips up before, and I didn't have it where I planned it. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about it I didn't have both, guys. You know what I'm saying? I done both scenarios. So, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, what I was trying to say is when I had my slip up, guess what? I felt bad about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I shouldn't have went around there. I knew I shouldn't have did this. I knew I shouldn't have. It was so many, I knew I shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? I knew And that's the thing. You know, you're going to feel bad, so taking accountability is inevitable. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around the taking accountability because you feel bad. You like, you know what, it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? And this and that. But like I said, I get where she's coming from. And yes, accountability is very important. Because if you don't take accountability for your actions, you'll do it again. Oh, it wasn't my fault. It was Jimmy's fault over there for having that drug around me. It was, you know, Susie's fault for drinking around me. I told them that I don't drink. I told them you don't use anymore. I told them this. I told them that. It's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that 100%. Like I said, that you have to take accountability. So I get 100% where she was coming from. But like I said, what I don't agree on is her saying that it was Haley's fault. You know what I mean? And she needed to say this, and there's no such thing as a slip up because and this and that. And you know what? And I know for a fact of the matter is I know Haley, and I know that probably made her feel bad. And that's the point, guys. You don't know what your comments, how it would affect another person. You know what I'm saying? In the comment section, or talking about somebody, or in real life. You know what I'm saying? This recovery is a touchy subject, is a touchy feelings. There's feelings that comes along with that. There's all kinds of stuff that will break a person down where they like, you know what? I don't even want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you what, guys. We have people out there judging us 24/7, guys. It's already judging us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they used to be a drug addict. Oh, they're not trustworthy. They're going to rob you. They're going to steal from you. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at people that never been in addiction. Never, you know what I'm saying? They're judgy. You know what I'm saying? They're judgy people. You know? And the thing about it is, like, you know, like I said, we already got that out there coming for us, guys. Let's not come for each other. You know what I'm saying? If you was an addict, you was an alcoholic, you was anything, you know what I'm saying, that you addicted to gambling, whatever the case, you know, whatever your addiction was, guys, you understand. And all addiction is the same. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I always say that my channel is about all kinds of addiction. I mainly look at drugs and alcohol and stuff like that because that's what I'm recovering from. But I'm also recovering from criminal activity. I'm actually recovering from anger. You know, it's a lot of stuff that I'm recovering from. So recovery, like I said, is the same thing. I can tell you that one for a fact and for sure. All recovery, all addiction, no matter what you're addicted to, generally junk, we like jump out airplanes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is the same thing because at the end of the day, guys, you're gambling with your life. You know what I'm saying? When you do alcohol gambling, you do drug gambling, you have a food addiction, gambling with your life. You got, you know what I'm saying, sex addiction, gambling with your life. You got, you know what I'm saying, any kind of addiction, usually you're gambling with your life. You generally, you know what I'm saying, junkies, you're gambling with your life. What if that parachute don't come out one time and you just hit the ground like, bow, you know what I'm saying, you're done. You know what I'm saying? But you want to jump up that airplane so bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that the fact of the matter is, guys, it's all the same, guys. All recovery is the same. So like I said, and some people, and this is the thing too, guys, some people that are addicted to gambling don't understand the addiction to a drug addiction or alcohol addiction or whatever. And some people that's addicted to alcohol don't addiction to drugs or the vice versa. They don't understand each other, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you guys know right now it's all the same. We go through the same problems. We go through the same feelings. We go through the same using dreams. We go through the same feelings that, oh, we got to do it. It's a whole fight. We all have to take counseling. We all have to talk about our problems. We all have to, you know what I'm saying, guys? It's all the same, guys. So let's not, like I said, judge other people. You know what I'm saying? For what you're doing, for what they do. Because it's all different. It's all different, guys. That's just the way it is. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. You know? So, like I said, that really had me upset, you know, about that whole situation. It really did. And I don't get upset a lot or easily. I really don't. But like I said, in my standpoint, that yes, there is such thing as a slip up. And there is a such thing as taking accountability for your slip up also. You know what I'm saying? And there is where it's intentional. You know what I'm saying? It's intentional setback or relapse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And there's a difference too. And people need to understand this too. There's a difference too between a setback and a relapse. You know what I'm saying? A relapse usually when you're going on for months and months and months, or you know what I'm saying? It's usually a month or months. You know what I'm saying? A slip up or a setback is what I like to call it. Is when you just use one day or get drunk one day or whatever, then you just get back on your program. Okay, yeah, I had a setback. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm moving forward, and that's why I call it a setback, because you step back from your program for a while, your goals, the things you're doing, all that stuff for a while. You know what I mean? And then you continue to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing, y'all. Like, you know, and that's what I want to understand. Everybody understand. You know what I'm saying? That as long as you move forward, it don't matter. You know, and the thing about it is, I'm gonna be proud of you. Your family's gonna be proud of you. Your friends, everybody that loves you, that has your back, is gonna understand. I mean, and it might be a point where they don't understand. They're like, wow, you know what this did to your life. You know you know what I'm saying? And they will try to put you down also about that stuff. But you have to be strong enough in you and your recovery to keep on moving, to keep on going with it, to do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most important part, guys, is that you keep doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, just always keep that in mind, guys. You know what I'm saying? Let's just not be hard on other people. Let's have each other's back. Let's work together. You know what I'm saying? I love the recovery community because it's so big and so strong, but we do have critics out there, guys, that's in recovery themselves. And you know what? And I like the AA, you know, I support everything, but there's a lot of critics in the AA meetings and stuff too. I'm not saying don't go or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, I don't like the critics. I don't like the fact when people put other people down. That's doing this, trying to make their life better. You know what I'm saying? You may not understand how they're making their life better or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They are. And that's all that freaking matters, guys. That's all that freaking matters. You know what I'm saying? They're getting their stuff together. So let's be supportive. Let's do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Let's just have each other back. You know? And that's all I really got to say about that matter. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I am going to be having more people coming on because I think telling other people's stories is great. Go to Prisoner to Painter and check out my story. I did a whole podcast with my friends, Prisoner Painter on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put their things down at the bottom. I did a couple shorts about it and stuff like that. Go check that out, guys. It was awesome. Interview. This is the first time I've been on the other side of the camera instead of interviewing people. It was different. But, I mean, like I said, everybody's story different, and everybody's story need to be told because somebody out there can relate, you know what I'm saying, to that story. But anyway, like I said, I love you guys. I'm about to get off here. You already know what it is. And you already know what I always say. I'm super proud of you. Proud of all y'all. I'm out. Peace.